Hey, how's it hanging, Blues fans? My name is Nico Pelli, creator of the Blue Block here on YouTube and on Instagram as well. And the St. Louis Blues win their first game with head coach Drew Bannister. Honestly, overall, I thought the game was insanely fun. We got to see everything. I mean, it was fast, physical, fights between Tucker and Tkachuk, Thomas potting too, Kyrou getting booed, Bennington playing fantastic. I mean, it was all over. Let's talk about the game first. I'll go over the little extracurricular stuff later. Plus, I posted on my Instagram story saying, "Hey, let me know what you guys think post game." So, if you want, you can skip to the end of the video. If you want to listen to what you said, if you left a comment on my story, but that will for sure come at the end. So, first period, I did miss the first 5 minutes, but I did see through the app that the St. Louis Blues were up 7-0 in the shots. Eventually, they were up 11-0 in the shots, and Robert Thompson scored the first goal with a great pass from Falk, catching him on sides for Thomas to go on a breakaway, slip in this 1-5 hole, and the St. Louis Blues are up 1-0, and the shots are 11-0 right now. Directly after that, the Senators get their first shot, but it was a little bit of a floater from the corner, from like the point corner. And the Senators finally record their first shot, but the Senators team is way too skilled to be, getting outplayed by this much. But honestly, it was a great first period played by the St. Louis Blues. I'm being serious. They looked fast. They're getting the pucks. The first line looked great. The other lines looked okay, but I thought Thomas, Buchnevich, and Kyrou looked really good. Kyrou lost the puck a couple times, but he was getting booed. I don't blame him, but that was the only goal from the first period. We do get a power play in that first period as well. Instantly, right off the bat, a chance. We go over 3 in the power play, but I felt like our power play was a lot more effective. We zipped the puck that first power play insanely well. Insanely well. We zip it, going around. I think to Krug, the Shen the Krug, the Thomas the Krug. Players are moving. They're zipping it. Eventually, Thomas gets a shot, aiming for the redirect. Doesn't go through, but then Buchnevich picks up this puck, holds it, has an open net, shoots it, goes off the post. And after that, there wasn't really much because the second unit came on, and I'm pretty sure this is when Kyrou lost the puck in the corner, or along the wall. Not a big deal though. Much better. Second period starts, and now Ottawa has a little bit of life. They're getting a little bit faster, get a little bit more physical. It doesn't matter for St. Louis because they're cycling. That first line cycling. Get it back to the point. Falk throws one on net. Excuse me. Thomas with a fantastic tip. I mean, on my Instagram, I made this to play the game because, I think his back was turned. He tips this puck down to his backhand and just taps it in the open net. I was flabbergasted seeing that replay. I thought it was awesome. It was my play of the game. But Thomas gets a second, now officially on hat-trick watch. That's his 12th of the year, assisted by Falk and Krug. So Falk so far with a pair of assists, and Thomas with a pair of goals. 5 minutes in. This wouldn't be all from St. Louis. St. Louis still fast the pucks. They're skating fast. They're playing physical. This second line, I think it's the second line. Yeah, the second line gets to it. Kapanen's holding the puck. Sends a nice little backhand pass, drawing the defense onto him. Backhand pass to Letty. Letty holds it, skates it around the outside, finds Brandon Saad literally wide open on the other side. Nice little pass to Saad for the one-timer. The St. Louis Blues are now up 3-0. That goal is from Saad, his 7th of the year, assist from Letty and Kapanen. And everything is seriously looking insanely good. But then 2 minutes later, Kubalik would make this a 3-1 lead from Batherson and Chikrin. But the St. Louis Blues somewhat held their composure after this. After that goal, though, it felt like we kind of let off the gas a little bit. But, I mean, they were still skating, and they were still trying to generate something, but Ottawa knew that something had to happen. But a little bit before that, Tkachuk drops the gloves with Tucker right off the faceoff, and Tucker held his own, and I felt like he did really good in this fight. Gets Brady's helmet off. Before that, he was throwing uppercuts and punches to the head. It was great. And these two guys, they're not talking smack afterwards. They both, I bet, respect each other. They both know their roles. And Tucker knows he wants to have, more ice time, wants to prove himself to be a big, gritty guy. And fights Kachuk. And Kachuk, as a captain, knows he needs to get his team back in it, which works because then the Senators will make it 3-1. Still, rest superior. Senators will come in. They're closing in on the shot total at this point. I felt like the St. Louis Blues were doubling their shots, but after they would make it 3-1. The Senators are throwing pucks on net, but still doing a good job. By this time, Tarasenko had 3 shots on net, a couple good ones on the power play, but the Senators would also not score on the power play as well. Spoiler alert for later. Third period starts up. Some of the same things, really. Ottawa wants one. They're skating hard. St. Louis still let off the gas pedal, but they're still competing. They're still in this game. They're generating some chances, but Ottawa is just hungry. There's not much you could do if you're St. Louis, right? So then at 7:06, Buchnevich scores 10th of the year from a nice little give and go from with Jordan Kyrou. Jordan Kyrou, who's been booed all game. Makes a fantastic play, and it felt like this third period he was going to get one. Instead, he gets a primary assist. Shout out to St. Louis Blues now, because he did say at the end of the second period, he said Kyrou is going to score one, but ended up being a primary assist. This one was from Kyrou and Thomas. Buchnevich is 10th of the year at 7:06. Now it's 4-1. Now it's more like, okay, if we want to come back, if we're Ottawa, we got to keep going. They'd come in, they'd still try and get some. Jordan Binnington is playing fantastic, but eventually with 18:62, I swear to God, it was Joseph who tipped this one, but the NHL gave it to Batherson. I don't know why, but it looked like Joseph tipped this one in front of the net, and it was a high stick. This was a high stick, and I don't want to bitch and be a bitch, but it was a high stick, and Binnington's stats should be better. I kid you not. It should be better. It was a high stick, should have been called off, and went under review, and Wes McCauley said, no, it's a good goal. And that would end the game. Jordan Binnington tonight stopped 32 of 34, posting a .941 save percentage. He played absolutely unreal. He made some nice comments about the firing of Chief. He said, it's on us. We got to come in here. We wear this note. We play in this city. We got to die for our city and for our team. We just got to work, right? Binnington takes it like a champ. He's awesome. Congrats to Drew Bannister for his first NHL win behind the bench as a head coach in the NHL for the St. Louis Blues. You could tell he said something and really woke these players up. Something I did really like to see from the St. Louis team. I saw a lot of pucks in the corner, throwing it towards the net, and we were trying to tip it in front or like redirect it onto the net. That's something I swear to God, I think I may have said it in a video prior, that we need to try, because other teams are doing it to us, and it's generating chances, and it's making it scary. But finally, we do it tonight. I felt like it worked. It's only a matter of time till one of those redirections from the corner go in, but we did see Thomas, tip one and pick it up backhand. So I love seeing more, dirty, grunty goals where you're just battling and you tip one from the point. We did see a lot of shots from the point in that first period as well. I think Parayko had 2 shots, maybe 3. Falk had 2 shots, maybe 3. Kyrou for sure had 2 shots because I had him at 3+ shots on the game, so a little upset on that. Leddy was, holding on to the puck making plays. Scandella had a couple of shots that were blocked. Tucker had one that was on net. So a lot of shots from the point. And they end up getting, let's see, how many points from defensemen? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 points from defensemen tonight. So something you love to see from the St. Louis team. We love to see the D being a little bit more active than what we normally do. And, that's how you win hockey games, with a complete 5 guys playing instead of like a first line of 3. You need 5 guys in all 3 zones at all times. And if you want to win hockey games, the St. Louis Blues, I felt like, did a really good job doing that. Time to address the shittiness. Jordan Kyrou was a little bit... he was on one, for sure. He was on one. When asked about Chief Berube and his relationship with the coach, ex-coach, I guess. He said, "I've got no comment. He's not my coach anymore." The fans obviously did not like it. I did not like it. I said, as soon as I read it, I said, "Jordan, what the fuck are you doing? Are you stupid? Like, dude, come on. You can't be saying this. We understand that you and him didn't get along so well. You're on the second and third line. You weren't getting that many minutes. You weren't playing too great, but it's just like, you can't do that. You got to be more professional than that. St. Louis Blues views, I felt like did a really good job explaining what he should have done. If I could pull it up really quick on the Kyrou situation. Let's see. The quote that he put that would have been way more professional, yet the same execution kind of would have been, we didn't always agree on everything, but he's a good coach that helped me through a lot throughout the years, which he did. We saw this season a big defensive up from Kyrou's game, actually back-checking, skating hard, looking like he actually cares. Last season, we only saw him carrying on the offensive side of the puck. Now we see more of a two-way player with Kyrou, and personally, I felt like he's been so much better. Throughout the years, I'm excited for the new opportunity instead of just saying he's not my coach anymore. Being a whiny prima donna, as Steel Blues View says, which I thought was funny. I think it's perfect. Kyrou can't be making that comments, but I also think it's bad from the fans, the fact that we're booing him. Listen, I love Chief as much as the next guy, right? He came in here, he won a Stanley Cup. Kyrou was not on that Stanley Cup squad. He was in our farm system. It is what it is. But the fact that you are booing over his comments when you have him for the next 8 years doesn't make sense. Because Kyrou's staying. We're probably not going to trade him. Honestly, the only shot we had at trading him was the Torrey Krug and Jordan Kyrou for Matthew Tkachuk a couple seasons ago when that rumor was out with the Calgary Flames. But that was our only shot. That was our only shot and didn't go. So, it is what it is. Kyrou, I felt like, had a great game. I think the booing may have gotten to him just a little bit. Only because, he tried forcing plays a couple times, to try and get something good. But what I did like about that is he was looking for his teammates. He wasn't looking for himself to make the flashy play where he's the center of attention, scoring the goals. We saw it with the Buchnevich goal where they're coming in and Buchnevich gives it to Kyrou, and Kyrou was open for a one-timer, probably would have scored if you want to be honest with you. Gives it back to Buchnevich, and Buchnevich says, no. Here, you take it, you're getting booed. You take it. And Kyrou says, no. I play for this team. I want to show everyone that I'm a team player and I care about you guys. So he gives it back to Buchnevich for a wide open goal. It was a beautiful play. I thought it was really funny too. I felt like after that, in that third period, he looked quick. I felt like all game he looked really quick. He was using his speed. And I'm telling you, he's not producing goals, but the guy's shooting at a 5.6% shooting percentage right now. NHL average, I swear, is probably like 13, maybe 10 for 13 for a goal scorer, 10 for maybe like an average NHLer. He's gonna find the back of the net eventually. It's just a matter of time. We just gotta wait. So, let's see. I do have a couple of comments here. So Matthew Treadway said, "Still want a high pick for the future, but happy for Drew getting his first win." I totally agree, my friend. Drew getting his first win, I wouldn't be opposed to making the playoffs and making it a little bit more fun on the season, just because I think this roster is a lot better than obviously what we've been playing with the 4 straight losses. It's just we needed some more, and I love Chief. I love him to death, like seriously, but we needed some sort of change to spark something, and I don't think trading a player would do that much, because the player we would trade wouldn't be a big guy like Braden Shen, who's the captain of this roster, because then we'd be spiraling out of control. I think the next thing is look at the head coach. He's a great hockey mind, but it seems like he clearly lost the locker room and had to go. So it happens. It's it's a business. Getting something new and a fresh start with someone new, maybe with some new ideas, will really, boost this team and get it going. So, happy with the win, hopefully for playoffs, but still, again, I'm not too mad if we lose and get a top pick. It's not a big deal, right? I would love that. All fans who boo Kyrou are fake fans. I wouldn't say fake, because clearly they actually went to the game and they pay attention to the media and they keep up with St. Louis Blues news and stuff like this. So, though I don't agree with the booing from Diamond Dez 1056, I don't agree with the booing. It's somewhat, I could understand it, but I just think people have to realize that we have Kyrou for so much longer, so it's better to just support him. Just throw this behind us and support Kyrou from here on out. We love Ruby, we love what he's done, but he's gone. He's not coming back. And Kyrou is going to be around for 8 more years, so stick by him. AnnaDM.1 said, were they actually booing Kyrou? Yes. They were. They were. Let's see. Z-Cry said, the Kyrou booing is so pathetic from our fan base. Loser behavior. We're better than this. I agree. It is loser behavior, and it's so frustrating to see. Again, we okay, well, let's see. Andy Strickland just tweeted, Jordan Kyrou in tears and visibly shaken up on response to being booed on home ice. That poor kid. He's only 22, 23. I think I'm older than him, unfortunately. I think I'm seriously older than this kid. It's really... It's tough to see. It's not the right response from Kyrou. He brought this upon himself, but the fact that we kind of did this to this kid, this is supposed to be our superstar, and we're treating him like garbage. If we complain all we want about Kyrou wanting to be better and scoring and getting all these chances and being lazy and stupid, booing him is not gonna help. It's not gonna help. It's not gonna help at all. Trashing him on Twitter is not gonna help. Trashing his TikTok, his cringy F-boy TikToks of him dancing and with Jake Wallman and doing some cringy shit. Dogging on him isn't gonna help. This, especially for the older fellows, who are raised to not be a bitch, as I could say. My dad was somewhat the same. He just said, dude, suck it up. I feel like I've done a good job of sucking it up, but these kids are kind of getting softer, so it's not going to help them out. It's not going to help them out. Some people have different responses to different things, and being so negative, it seems like with Kyrou, dogging on him is not going to give him the sort of fire he needs to generate at the NHL level. So, and at his contract level at $8.125 million a year. Yeah, I think that's all the comments I got for the day. And this was a fun game. Again, the Kyrou thing. I'm wearing his jersey. I seriously just got it. I still support Kyrou no matter what. Jordan, if there is a slightly off chance, like a .001 lottery chance you're watching this video, buddy, I side with you. I know the fans are booing. It's not right. I promise we'll be better. We still root for you. I know the chances are going your way, and the shooting percentage is a little rough right now. But, dude, just keep working with Thomas and Buchnevich. They'll even do some of the work for you, man. You just got to find the right spots and put that puck in the back of the net, man. And pretty much everything will be behind. So, it is what it is. It is what it is. That's all for me, guys. I seriously appreciate everybody for tuning in. This was a little bit of a longer one, but clearly addressing the Kyrou situation. had to be done, which added a couple extra minutes. Let me know what you guys think of the game for the 2 victory over the Ottawa Senators. Should have been for the 1, but please subscribe, like, let me know. Appreciate it. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. That's @blueblog@gmail.com or @blueblog. And then same with my Twitter, same thing. And then if you want to hit my Gmail, hit that up because I just said it. I'm not going to repeat it because I'm an idiot. But I hope everybody has a great, fantastic night. Our next game, I believe, is against the Dallas Stars. But you know what? Let's soak this victory up and have a fantastic night. Go Blues, everybody.